All right.
Next, I have a bone to pick with one of our friends of the show.
Okay.
And that would be Stephanie Watts of the Be Real Black Cinema Club.
Okay.
Who we're going to be seeing.
I was about to say, this isn't a bone you could pick with her off air. This a public bone.
Well, it's a bit of a public bone. She recommended that I go see this documentary.
Okay.
That she had saw and she said was a good documentary. It's called Secret Mall Apartment. Have you heard of this documentary?
I have not.
It's a documentary about there's this mall in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
I think it's called the Providence Mall.
Sure.
That back in the year 2000,
okay,
these 20-year-olds went and created for themselves an apartment inside the mall.
I've heard of this.
And lived in that apartment for 4 years.
I think there have been one or two cases like this. But yes, I did not know about this documentary.
It is a documentary. This documentary talks about how they saw this mall when it was being built, and through some weird machinations were able to figure like there's this dead space within the construction of the mall that if they went and followed a certain pathway and climbed up a slither in a wall, they could make it to this basic dead space.
Okay.
And in this dead space, they created an apartment.
Okay.
And why I say apartment, I don't mean like they were squatting there.
No. They had a whole situation.
They moved up furniture, a break front, a couch.
Okay.
They found ways. And
you said a break front.
Okay. Well,
you're like an 80-year-old black woman.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm sorry.
You got like some hard candy in your pocket.
I did
you can give me.
I did just have a mint, but
you said a break front.
That's what my mom called it.
I know that's what your mom called it. You know why? Because your grandmom told her to call it that. And you weren't allowed to play near it.
Well, no.
Oh, I know. I know how this works. Had them dishes in it that no one ever used.
Nobody ever used it. Never that and the silver.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
The silver.
That no one ever used.
Except when you took it out to clean it twice a year.
Is that not the weirdest thing?
I know.
I'm sorry. But when you said the word, I like words and language. And I don't know the last time I've heard someone use the word break front. So I thought that was worth actually acknowledging.
The crazy thing is that right now, I can't even think, what is it that you're supposed to call it? Because in my mind, it's always been a break front.
Right. It's like
what is it?
It's like part of the dining room set.
Yeah.
But like that's
it's
separate.
Called something.
Right, like the china closet, maybe.
See, that's old too.
Yeah.
I think break front became china closet.
Do white people use the word break front? Is that a black word?
It has to be. My mom was black.
I think we might need more data. White missionaries. We're wondering, have you ever heard the term break front? Talk to your elders about it.
And this is a fun week, Vincent, because we got some of our old favorites and we got some new emails.
Okay, very nice.
Starting with the email that we got from Jason Flatt.
Hey, Jason.
White missionary here.
Okay, very good. Good to hear from you.
I can confirm we call it a break front too.
Look at that. Communities coming together with old-timey language.
I never even heard it called anything different. My mom, in her mid-50s, just referred to it the other week.
Okay, very
Jason.
nice. Follow-up question, Jason, now that you've chimed in. Do you use the china in the break front?
Ooh. Or do they even have china?
Or do they have china in there? Do they use it?
Yeah.
That is the question.
That is the question, Jason. All right, you have your mission.
There you go. Thank you. Was that the whole letter?
That was it.
Thank you, Jason. Look,
short and succinct.
Group mind. We are a community. Come together.
We have an update email.
Okay. All right. Update. What's getting updated?
From white missionary Jason Flatt.
Okay. We have a report from the field.
In regards to break fronts.
Okay. Because I'm not going to call anybody out, but Dylan has been useless. Dylan has not told us about the whites with break fronts or China or anything. He's just sat over there.
Leave Dylan out of this. Dylan's a kid.
I'm sitting over here. I'm like, well, shit, is he like Mary from The Sinners? Maybe Dylan's an octoroon. Maybe Dylan.
Dylan is not.
How come Dylan isn't participating? But please tell us.
Don't let the hip hop fool you. Dylan is not an octoroon.
Right.
Not at all.
Please tell us.
Because he listens to Jay Dilla.
Give me the update. I mean, that's the whitest thing of all, though, listening to Jay Dilla. Go ahead.
Jason Flatt says, in regards to updating us about break fronts,
yes,
which is what apparently white people call the
it is a cross-cultural term.
Jason adds, yes, there's china in the cabinets. It's not old country crystal glasses or anything as traditionally fancy, but it's still only used at Passover.
Oh.
Interesting.
So Jason is also Jewish, or they just celebrate Passover. I don't want to take things for granted.
Maybe Thanksgiving sometimes, but I think that's moved on to disposable. So,
okay.
So they've moved on to paper plates for Thanksgiving.
Sure.
But for Passover,
China.
It is still China, the good China.
Thank you, Jason.
Gets broken out of the break front.
Broken out of the break front.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Do we have any other questions that we want to pose to Jason?
Not that I
as
can.
Out there in the wild white missionary.
I think this is fantastic. I think we can work with this for a while.
Okay. All right.
But it's good to know Jason is a resource.
Yes, and we'll be looking for more reports as they come to you.
Right,
Jason.
if we have questions.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Jason.
It's good to know. Thank you,
Appreciate
Jason.
that. Good looking out.
All right.